Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into tonight's broadcast. I am Samuel Reese, once again coming to you live for more Stanley Cup playoff action. It's Game 5 of what's been a phenomenal first-round best-of-7 series between the Boston Bruins and the Carolina Hurricanes. Through 4 games in this series, the home team has won every one of them so far. Carolina took games 1 and 2 in Raleigh. Boston, meanwhile, taking games 3 and 4 to come storming back in the series at TD Garden. Now the series shifts back to Carolina. We'll see if the Hurricanes can capitalize on some home ice advantage here as they did in games 1 and 2. But it's certainly the Boston Bruins with all of the momentum right now heading into this pivotal Game 5 in a series that has now turned into a best of 3 the rest of the way. We're moments away from puck drop. The big news for the Boston Bruins, Charlie McAvoy, in a massive turn of events regarding the Bruins, will be able to play tonight. He is available to play. He'll most likely play in this game. That's what all the signs are pointing towards. Earlier in the afternoon, it was reported that he, as well as Lindholm, would be out as McAvoy was dealing with COVID protocols, which kept him out of Game 4. But all of a sudden, later on in the day, McAvoy arrived in Raleigh. Jeremy Jacobs provided him with a private jet, and he is in the building. He was out there for warmups. He is cleared to play, and that is huge news from the Boston Bruins perspective. Look at the starting goaltenders tonight. In net for Boston, it is Jeremy Swayman. After Ullmark started games 1 and 2, Swayman has had 2 wins after starting games 3 and 4. No surprise that Bruce Cassidy is sticking with them. On the other hand, for Carolina, it's Antti Raanta between the pipes. Second game back from an injury he picked up in Game 2. We're underway in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a great atmosphere inside PNC Arena. Look at the lines. Marshawn, Bergeron, and Pasternak on that first line for Boston. First line defense, Grzelcyk and Carlo. As I'll get to the rest of the lineup in a moment. Carolina attempts to clear the puck. Let's get to Carolina's lineup first. Svechnikov, Aho, and Jarvis on the first line for the Canes. Slavin and D'Angelo, the first line pairing on defense for the Canes. I'll just give you the starting lineups. I'll go more in depth on the lines for both teams as we get deeper into this first period, as that puck is iced by the Bruins. Bruce Cassidy in his 6th season as Bruins head coach, of course, a 2019 Eastern Conference champion in charge of Boston. And don't even remind me about that. A year where Boston really should have won the cup. And Charlie McAvoy is out there on the ice as we speak for the Bruins after missing Game 4 due to COVID-19. Great to see him back. He had to supply 2 negative COVID tests in a 24-hour span. He did just that and miraculously got to Carolina in time for this one. Here's a shot, save made, wraparound pass, Hall to Hala. And Carolina will win it back. Taking it through center ice is Svechnikov. Svechnikov drops it back to Aho. Aho met by Eric Hala, and the Bruins take it away in the defensive zone. It's tapped ahead for Taylor Hall. Hall closing in, and a glove save by Antti Raanta. That puck deflecting out of play early on in this one, and the Bruins already creating a chance. What's good, Mike? Welcome into the stream. Alrighty then. Well, in Game 4 of the series, it was quite the game on Sunday afternoon. Carolina, as they have in all 4 games of the series, scored first in the game to take the lead, but the Bruins came storming back for a 5-2 victory in front of their home fans at TD Garden. And that's what tied the series up at 2. This puck elevated to center ice, and first to it is Max Domi. Domi to the far corner. And now Coyle closes down. Carolina stays with it. A shot from distance wide of the mark. Now it's another opportunity. And smothering that shot is Swayman. It was Brendan Smith with the opportunity for the Hurricanes. Rod Brind'Amour in his 4th season as the Carolina head coach. His 4th straight playoff appearance with Carolina. But despite that consistency from the Canes of making the playoffs, they just can't seem to get over that hump year in, year out. And in two of those last 4 years, the Bruins have beaten the Hurricanes in the playoffs. First time in the second round, and most recently in the bubble back in 2020 in the first round. Carolina takes it away. It's back out to center ice with Nick Foligno. Foligno chips it in, gloved by Carolina, and moved down the left wing wall for Teravainen. Carlo gets there first for Boston, and Grzelcyk will tap it ahead. Now across the line, here's a shot from the right wing. That's blocked on the play by Bergeron. Kept in the offensive zone by the Canes. Behind the Bruins net, it's Brandon Carlo. We've played 2 minutes and 15 seconds in this pivotal Game 5 from Raleigh. Carlo fighting for possession. Dumping it in deep was Jesper Fast. Now it's a battle along the end boards. Carolina comes away with it. Slavin the drive. Through traffic, it's just wide of the net. Now back up top to Slavin at the blue line. He feeds it low, back up top. Slavin with another shot, and that's blocked in front by Bergeron. Here's Pasternak the other way. The puck bouncing off the ice. Second chance, and Bergeron denied. He sprawled out for the shot, and making the stop was Antti Raanta. 3 minutes played and already some chances at both ends. McAvoy drops it back. Haula sends it wide. McAvoy along the end boards. Finds Craig Smith. He'll swing it up top to the left point. Bruins swing it back to the right side where McAvoy tries to win possession. It's back with Carolina. That puck might have hit the referee. Play continues. Craig Smith with a shot. Pad save by Antti Raanta. And now Sebastian Aho with the stretch pass. Drop back. Svechnikov whiffed on the shot, and it's picked up by Taylor Hall. Hall's pass intercepted. It's right back with the Canes. The shot's 3-1 in Boston's favor very early on in Game 5. Here's Charlie Coyle for the Bruins. This puck deep into the Boston zone. And there is a drive from distance. It might have been redirected as Swayman covers up for Boston. Teravainen with the opportunity there. And it was a dangerous opportunity for Carolina just about 4 minutes into the game. And how about the chance for Patrice Bergeron moments ago? A real good look early on for Boston. Antti Raanta in games 1 and 2, just 1 goal allowed, 42 saves. But in game 4, of course, in his return from injury, he had a rough day at the office. 5 goals conceded, just wasn't quite himself before that injury he picked up in game 2. That's saved by the glove of Brendan Smith at the blue line. Now Carolina tries to move it up the wall. The pass blocked off. Carlo closing down. Moved up to the left point, and losing it is Brendan Smith. Curtis Lazar, the lead pass. Wagner down the right wing, entering the zone. Wagner delays. Shoots. Save made. Raanta through traffic makes the stop, and a scrum ensues in front of the Carolina net. Oh, man, that was quite the opportunity for Chris Wagner down the right wing. No, I do not have Discord. I do not. No. Yeah, great move by Wagner to just delay on the shot, kind of trying to freeze Raanta, but credit to Raanta as he was not phased on the play and was able to make the save. I don't know where everyone is. I'm sure everyone will file in very shortly. No, we got 4 people in here according to my viewer number. As this puck trickles through to the Carolina zone, it's Pasternak shielding the puck. Lays it off. Here's a tight angle shot. Save made. The backhander wide. Bergeron had the second chance. 5 minutes gone in Carolina. McAvoy over to Bergeron. He dumps it in. Carolina back through the neutral zone. Niederreiter. And it's all the way down where Matt Grzelcyk retrieves the puck for Boston. Grzelcyk will swing it around. Craig Smith with a shot. And it's turned aside by the stick of Ranta. Boston trying to keep it alive, but the Canes move it out. It's Svechnikov through the center circle. Now it's around for Grzelcyk on the far side. Grzelcyk takes a big hit. Carolina keeps it alive. Aho, centering pass. It's all the way through to the left wing with D'Angelo. What's good, Sugsera over on Twitch? Welcome in. Unfortunately, I am not allowed to show the game because of YouTube and Twitch's copyright restrictions. Sugsera, I would love to show it. I would if I was allowed to, but I'm not allowed to for copyright reasons. That puck trickles through and it goes in. It's slipped by Swayman, and Carolina has struck first in Game 5. Jacob Slavin with the opening goal of this one. And it's a really tough goal to concede for Jeremy Swayman as the Hurricanes score first for the 5th game this series. They've scored first in every game this series. And the same can be said about tonight. Oh, man, that is a tough one to concede for Swayman. Slavin just with a bit of a harmless shot, really, from the right circle. And it went off the pad of Swayman and somehow snuck by him. And before he could react, the puck just barely crossed the line, but crossed the line nonetheless. And the Hurricanes are in front here in Game 5. Meanwhile, a whistle blown as Forbort was getting into it with Natchez, it appeared. Slavin with his second goal of the series. And the Hurricanes have taken the early lead. What's up, Vaughn? Welcome in. And Pena, welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Not the best start for the Bruins. That's for certain. A tough goal to let up for Swayman. We'll see how Boston responds. I'm back after the break. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back in, everybody. What's good, Adam? Warm welcome to you. Hope you're doing well. As I'm doing all right, Adam. I'm doing all right. I mean, not the start I wanted from the Boston Bruins, but it's still very early. Obviously, the Bruins have won the last 2 games in the series after conceding the first goal in the game, so no time to panic just yet. But certainly not the best of starts, as the faceoff is won by Carolina in the neutral zone. We have 13 and a half minutes remaining in period 1. This puck out to the neutral zone, tapped ahead by DeBrusk. Nosek can't win it, and it's Natchez instead in possession. What's up, Hugo? Welcome into the stream. This puck sent all the way down, no icing on the play. Connor Clifton ahead to Coyle. That puck batted out of the air by a glove, and now blasted forward by Brendan Smith, and that will be icing against the Hurricanes. Face-off coming back in the Carolina zone. First goal of the game scored by Carolina. They've scored the first goal in all 5 games of this series, including tonight. And it was Jacob Slavin with the opener. A very soft goal to concede by Jeremy Swayman. And hopefully that doesn't hinder his confidence whatsoever, because the Bruins need him, as that redirection is saved by Ronta. Of course, Swayman has been relatively solid, very solid, in fact, as there's a backhand chance. Marshawn denied. Ronta stretching out for the save. Another chance from distance, and Ronta makes yet another stop. Here's Marshawn. He lost his helmet along the left wing boards. Bergeron tries to poke it loose. Carolina wins possession. Well, it's not like the Bruins have had a lack of chances in this game so far. What's up, Ace? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. You were at game 2 in Raleigh. All right. There you go. I'm sure it was electric. Yeah. That's good stuff, man. As you can tell, I'm a huge Bruins fan. I'm from the Boston area, as that is covered up by Ronta. Marshawn taking a few deep breaths on the Boston bench as he lost his helmet on that last sequence. But yeah, big game, no doubt about that. Do I have a job, Vaughn? Yeah, I have a couple of jobs. I work for the cable TV channel in my town to cover sporting events at my high school. I get paid for that, which is nice. I also do some dog sitting, which is like a part-time gig, and I also referee soccer games every weekend, usually like 4 games on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, or something crazy like that. I even do some games on Friday nights. It depends really what my schedule is and what I'm available for. As we have a delayed penalty call against Boston. Aho gains the line. Boston touches the puck. And the first penalty of the game will be assessed, as things are getting chippy already. Foligno in the thick of things. And he will have to be separated from a couple of Carolina players. I believe it was D'Angelo in the midst of it all. Or no, that appeared to be Brendan Smith, actually. Should you get a part-time job or a full-time job? I mean, that's up to you, man. That's up to you. I mean, a full-time job means more income, but I guess it depends what else you have going on. No, I don't get paid for my work on YouTube. This is just for fun for me. This is just me enjoying sports games and getting better as a broadcaster and just improving my play-by-play skills. But I love doing it. So no, I don't get paid for this. I think you have to get like 1,000 subscribers to even be eligible to get paid. Which is no worries. I enjoy doing this. The Carolina power play, 22% in the regular season, 13th in the league, just 9.1% this series, however. They're 2 for 22. What's up, John? Welcome in. Yeah, it was sad to see Miles Robinson suffer that. I believe it was an Achilles tear. Yeah, terrible stuff, man. We're underway on the Hurricanes power play. D'Angelo dumps one in. It sent around the boards. Moved across the line to Teravainen feeds it down low. The pass off the mark. Up to the high slot. D'Angelo keeps the puck alive in the offensive zone. 30 seconds gone on the Carolina power play. 9 minutes played in the opening period. Puck fought for along the end boards, and it's eventually pried loose and it seeps out to center ice. Brought ahead by D'Angelo. Nice pass, slap shot sent in, and a save made. Swayman covers up on the rocket by Teravainen. It looks like Carolina wants a penalty to be called against Boston, another one, but the referee's not having any of that. That was a rocket sent in on Swayman, and he did well to make the stop and ensure that no rebound was conceded there. 1:02 left on the power play. Or maybe what Carolina was frustrated with was the quick whistle. That perhaps was the case. Carolina wins the draw. Sent into the far corner. Pass wrapped around to the left wing. Sent up top by Niederreiter. The one-time drive wide of the net. Chance in the right circle. Now Niederreiter will swing it around to Svechnikov. Svechnikov lost it, and it's out to center ice. Bruins trying to pounce on it shorthanded. Marshawn will just send it to the corner. Bruins make a change. 30 seconds left on the power play. We're halfway through the opening period. No, I do not know 50 Shades. No. Oh, and there's a collision in the far corner. Forbort bringing down a Hurricane. And it looked like, I'm not sure exactly who that was. We'll try to get a number. Here's a chance on the backhand, and Swayman got a piece of it. I think Niederreiter was the player taken down moments ago as Boston clears, and they're back to full strength. Matt Grzelcyk out of the box, and Boston does well on its first penalty kill of the night. 1-0, Canes in front. As this puck is iced by Carolina. Face-off coming back in their zone. 9:15 to go in the period. Well, a reminder that we're just 9 minutes away from puck drop between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Austin Matthews with 2 goals, 4 assists in 4 games this series. That series also tied at 2, just like this one. I'll keep you updated on any big moments in that game, which is starting in a matter of minutes now. Here's Marshawn weaving through and entering the zone. Marshawn controls against the boards, but now it's lost. Seth Jarvis the other way. What's up, Jeffrey? Welcome in as that's passed across, and Marshawn takes it away. It's dumped out on the backhand. Carolina back into the Bruins zone. Here's a tight angle shot. Swayman the save, and he covers up after the chance there for Max Domi. And a scrum once again in front of the net. I don't seem to know anything outside of sports. Well, I wouldn't say I don't know anything outside of sports, but you're pretty close on that. I mean, sports is what I love, so that's what I follow the most. And hey, that's why I'm pursuing a career in sports broadcasting, because that's what I love the most. And yeah, maybe it's a bad thing that I don't have many more interests outside of sports, but hey, I don't know. Nothing I can really do about it. It's just who I am. I'll be back after the commercial break. Carolina up by a goal. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. And after the whistle, a penalty apparently was assessed to Boston, so Carolina will head to their second power play of the night already. They're 2 for 23 this series, 6 for their last 67, including the end of the regular season. And so the Hurricanes trying to get out of what's been a slump on the man advantage. They win the draw, and it's Jarvis who tees it up. Save made. A rebound put wide of the net on the opportunity for Aho. Now it's back to the left point. Chance there. It's off the post. Jarvis hits the pipe for Carolina. D'Angelo set him up on that play. D'Angelo back to Jarvis in the left circle. Jarvis holds back up top to D'Angelo. He fires from up top. Oh, what a save. Swayman reaches out with the pad to make the stop. The puck's still in the Boston end. Here's Natchez. The pass comes out to the left wing, and it's Jarvis up top to D'Angelo. D'Angelo at the blue line. Sends it to the right wing. Back to D'Angelo. He goes to the right wing. D'Angelo again. Drives and scores. A power play goal for Carolina. And they double the lead. 2-0 in favor of the Hurricanes with 7:43 left in the first period. Well, I talked about Carolina's struggles on the power play recently, and especially this series. But that was a big power play goal right there from the high slot. Tony DeAngelo able to rip one to the left side of the net. Not enough time to react for Swayman. And it's been a rough first period here for the Boston Bruins. Yes, I know who Peter Maguire is, Vaughn. The first goal this series for Tony DeAngelo. And all right, Jeffrey, I'll check that out, man. Face off at center ice, won by Boston. How will the Bruins respond? Oh, come on, Mike. Get out of here with that. It's still the first period. The game just started. There's still so much time left. That puck escapes out to center ice. And Forbort in a foot race here with Natchez. Natchez has it. Now sends it up top. Another slap shot. Swayman got a piece of it for Boston. Here's Niederreiter for the Canes. He sends it up the boards. Back with it now is Connor Clifton. Pastrnak through center. Could not get to Bergeron. And it's back out to center ice by the Hurricanes. McAvoy to Marshawn. Pastrnak gaining the line. McAvoy weaving through Jordan Staal. McAvoy on the left wing. Pastrnak helps out in the corner, but it's won back by the Canes. Dumped in by Jesper Fast. Bruins back the other way. It's Marshawn leading the charge. Bergeron, the return to Marshawn. Heavy off his stick. D'Angelo gets to the puck. .6:10 remaining in the opening period. The home team, Carolina Hurricanes, getting off to a lightning start. That chance. Oh, it's a save again. Jeremy Swayman made the stop. Carolina nearly getting a third. Bruins dump it in again. Chasing it is Craig Smith. Curtis Lazar helping out. Lazar finds Haula. Haula wraparound shot blocked in front. Slavin gets in the way, and he will clear the zone for Carolina. Oh, is that right, Vaughn? Boston back on the attack. It's held by Nosek. Nosek looking for the shot. It's blocked in the slot. Could lead to a chance at the other end. Domi holds. Domi still with it. Finds a teammate. The pass nearly getting through, but it got stuck under Domi, who is brought to the ice. And it's cleared out to the neutral zone by Boston. 5 minutes left in the opening period. On the far side in the Boston zone, it's McAvoy. Oh, I appreciate that a lot, Ace. That means a lot, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I love doing it. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. You're enjoying the play-by-play. Yeah, I'm looking to pursue a career in sports broadcasting. As that chance is sent just wide. Foligno had the shot. Yeah, I'll be a freshman at Syracuse in the fall, majoring in broadcast and digital journalism. So we'll see. We'll see where it all takes me. But yeah, I'm hoping to, make this into a career. That would be great. Here's Mike Riley. Riley trying to jam it forward, and the puck jammed at the line. Carolina deny Boston of his own entry. They'll dump it into the Boston end, retrieved behind the net, and brought ahead by Forbort. Forbort sends it up the wall. D'Angelo gets a stick in there. And now Jordan Stahl with the lead pass to Svechnikov. Puck intercepted at center ice by Clifton. 3:45 remaining in period one in Carolina. Svechnikov met by Clifton at the blue line. Boston the other way. Lazar sends it around the end boards. Battle for the puck in the far corner. Pasternak gets a stick on it. Carolina back out to center. Grzelcyk with the lead pass to Lazar. Lazar finds McAvoy down the right wing. A pad saved by Ranta. And it's elevated out to center where Pasternak's knocked down. Onside is Niederreiter. Aho's drive just wide of the net. The puck's still alive here with 3 minutes left in the period. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. That means a lot, man. And yes, Holland to Man City is confirmed, Hugo, as Natchez' shot was turned aside by the blocker of Swayman. We haven't had a whistle in a long time as Shea will send one on net. That's blocked on the left wing. With the block shot there was Eric Haula. And now behind the Boston net, Clifton will send it forward to Curtis Lazar. What is my favorite state? It's got to be the one I live in, the beautiful state of Massachusetts, Mike. No, but I'm a little bit biased there, but I do love my home state of Massachusetts. But when it comes to states that to visit, I really like Florida, mainly because of the weather. But yeah. All right, just over 2 minutes left in the first period. A whistle stops play. Tony DeAngelo with the second goal of the game. It's the Hurricanes leading by 2. Back after this with the final minutes of period 1 in Game 5. And welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. In Algeria, you love Biskra. Is that how it's pronounced? All right, very good. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the geography within Algeria. But yeah, I mean that I'll have to do some research on that because I do like geography, especially world geography. So, yeah, very good, Mike. As we are back underway, Carolina wins the draw in the neutral zone, 2:15 to play in the opening period of Game 5. Carolina up 2-0 over Boston. That puck controlled by the Bruins in the neutral zone. Losing it was Tomasz Nosek. Forward gets a stick on it. Carolina back in possession in the offensive zone. Moved along the left wing boards. Niederreiter will try to swing it around to the far side. And Nosek there to take it away. Nosek ahead. Foligno had the puck get away from him. It's back with Boston. Just about 95 seconds remaining in the opening period. Oh, and that's given away in a bad area, but Swayman bails out Clifton as Stahl was denied on the breakaway. Oh, man, Clifton got awfully lucky there after the giveaway. Here's a shot into the slot. That was blocked. Marshawn will pick it up and move it ahead to the neutral zone for Pasternak. Carolina retrieves the puck. Here's Jesper Fast down the left wing. Fast has his shot deflected by McAvoy. Stahl on the far side, moves it up to the point. Stahl gets it back. That's blocked right in front of the crease. Now it's Mike Riley. 45 seconds left in the period. Puck flipped in deep. DeBrusque to chase. Getting there first was Jesper Fast, or rather Slavin. The lead pass gets ahead of Svechnikov. And a nice recovery there by Charlie McAvoy, one of the fittest players you'll find. Taylor Hall chasing down that puck in front of the Carolina bench. Comes back to McAvoy with 20 seconds to go in the period. Will the Bruins take one more crack at goal? Let's see, 10 seconds to go. Dumped in on the backhand by Haula. Behind the net, Craig Smith gets there, but Carolina will clear, and that will do it for the first period of play. The crowd is rocking inside PNC Arena. The Hurricanes, including the playoffs, a 44-1-0 record when leading by 2 or more goals this season. On paper, that does not bode well for Boston, but we'll see if the Bruins can come back in this game. They came back in games 3 and 4, but they were only trailing by 1 in both of those games. This hill a little bit steeper. Coming up on the first intermission report, I'll talk about the Hurricanes' strong start against Boston in the first period and provide an update from the Lightning and Maple Leafs game. That's up next. It's Carolina 2, Boston 0 after 1. And welcome everybody into the first intermission report. 2-0. The Hurricanes leading the Bruins after 20 minutes of play in game 5. Um, I do not know who that Man City player is, Mike. And thank you very much, JTD over on Twitch. I really appreciate the kind words. Yeah, I'm actually a little sick right now, so my voice isn't actually where I want it to be. But since it's a playoff game, I gotta call the game for you guys and for myself. It's playoffs, baby. So uh, if it wasn't the playoffs, I would definitely have taken it easy tonight because I am a little congested, have a bit of a sore throat, but um it's nothing terrible. It's just my voice is a little bit, um, you know, under the weather, I guess you could say. But I really appreciate those kind words, JTD, and thanks so much for tuning in over on Twitch. And yeah, you're right. It's always nice to do something you love and get paid to do it. Those are very true words. So that's my hope. Um, what would I do if someone gave me a Confederate flag? I mean, I would not accept that. It's as simple as that. Well, it's been a chippy series throughout between Boston and Carolina, and no surprise that it's been a similar story tonight. My voice sounds normal. Okay, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yeah. Um, yeah, I've just been drinking a lot of water to try to keep it um as close to peak condition as I can. But trust me, like when I woke up this morning, my voice was pretty bad, but it got better as the day went on. I do have to say it was Carolina striking first in this game, really a bad goal to allow for Swayman, and that just got PNC Arena really into the game right off the bat, and they kind of fed off of that momentum with D'Angelo then scoring later in the period on the power play. Antti Ranta also recording 8 saves for the Canes. So overall, it was the type of bounce back performance I think Carolina was looking for after dropping games 3 and 4. I think Rod Brindamore was looking for a response like this from his team in front of their home crowd. Carolina well aware that they pretty much got to win this game because if the Bruins were to win tonight, then game 6 is back in Boston and it's not looking too good for the Canes. In the same breath, you know, obviously it wouldn't be ideal for the Bruins losing this game. When you're tied 2-2 in the series, losing game 5 is never an ideal scenario, and that's why there's so much at stake. Here are the thoughts of Brad Marshawn through one period.
What's it been like seeing him on the ice right now?
He's good. He looks good. He's one of our best players, so need him to continue.
It seems like the officials are trying to manage emotions out there, specifically with that forward penalty. Are you comfortable with the way things are going?
Well, it's just tough to know what to expect each night. You just have to be able to read and react to the refs pretty quickly and play within their rules. That's just one we have to kill. We've been pretty good for the most part in the series on the kill, but now we have a hole we got to climb out of.
And Tony D'Angelo was yapping a lot last game. Has he been quiet here in the first?
No, he's an emotional player. Probably their best defenseman. He moves really well on the long line, really good with the puck, and so that's part of his game. It's what makes him effective.
Thanks, Brad.
All right, there are the honest thoughts of Brad Marchand after one period of play. Obviously, a frustrating opening 20 minutes for the Bruins. Well, after the break, I'll talk about the other game going on right now. The Lightning have scored already and maybe more than one goal, hint, hint, against the Maple Leafs. I'll talk about that game 5, which is currently in progress in the middle of the first period. That's coming up next. Stick around. And a warm welcome back into the first intermission report. I hope you're all doing well. More Stanley Cup playoff action later tonight. We're about 90 minutes away from puck drop between the St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild. Kirill Kaprizov with 5 goals and an assist in 4 games this series for Minnesota. That series also 2-2 with a pivotal Game 5 on tap later tonight. Meanwhile, going on right now, another 2-2 series between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the Lightning up in Toronto, shocking the home crowd early. They scored first with a goal by Stamkos and then Victor Hedman on the power play, doubling the lead for Tampa Bay. So about 10:36 remaining in the first period, and it's a 2-0 advantage for the Lightning. How about that? Meanwhile, after the break, it's back out to Raleigh, North Carolina. The second period is next between Boston and Carolina. Don't go anywhere. We are ready for the start of the second period in Raleigh. A 2-0 lead for the hometown Carolina Hurricanes. 20 minutes played, 40 to go in regulation. Thanks everyone for your company tonight as we look at a game recap. And Boston actually had a really good chance early on in this game with Bergeron denied. Marshawn also had a golden opportunity as Ranta made the save on Marshawn's backhand attempt, but Carolina made sure to punish Boston after the Bruins couldn't execute on a few early chances. Carolina cashed in a soft goal allowed by Swayman. It was Jacob Slavin getting on the board for Carolina, and then after that, a power play goal in the high slot by Tony DeAngelo. The shots 12-8 in Carolina's favor, but despite the 8 shots for Boston, they only had 1 over the last 12 and a half minutes of the period. Mike asks, what do I do when I turn my camera off? Yeah, that's a good question, actually, and what a lot of people ask. It honestly depends. Yeah, during commercial breaks when I do turn my camera off, sometimes I run upstairs to get a snack or use the bathroom, or sometimes overall I'm a person who doesn't like to sit down for an extended period of time. So sometimes I just simply get up and walk to another area in my basement and stretch a little bit before the commercial break comes to an end and I get back on camera. But yeah, it honestly depends. I just like to take some breaks because obviously if I stayed on, for the full 2.5 hours or whatever, my voice would be burnt out. And in the end, with all the commercial breaks and the intermissions, I'd kind of run out of topics to discuss at the breaks. And I want the broadcast to be entertaining. I don't want to just sit around, and be staring at the screen and not really saying much. I want to get right down to business with the action. So that's why I take those breaks. And I hope you guys are fine with the breaks as well, because, it's an opportunity for you guys to do the same as me, maybe quickly grab a snack and get up and do something quickly before the action resumes, as that shot from the right wing is saved by Swayman, and he holds on the effort by DeAngelo. So the Hurricanes, just 57 seconds into the period, already testing Swayman. Face off here to the left of the Bruins netminder. The Bruins looking for their breakthrough goal, trailing by 2. When it comes to most points by defenseman in a single series, Tony DeAngelo second on that list with 7 here in this first round series. Only behind Slavin, who had 9 in a 2019 series. Shot attempts 35-16 Carolina. You feel bored when I turn off my camera? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mike. Sorry, man. I can't talk for 2.5 hours straight. As much as I'd love to, I just can't do it, especially now during the playoffs when I'm doing pretty much nightly broadcasts. I got to take some breaks, so I hope you understand, as there's a chance on the left wing, and Swayman makes the stop. Curtis Lazar dumps out the rebound. It's recollected in the neutral zone by the Canes, and offside is Vincent Trocheck. So 18-17 left in the second period, and Swayman already making a couple of big stops here in the period, as Taylor Hall on that last opportunity actually lost the puck. Clifton took quite the hit, and it led to that chance for Seth Jarvis, in which Swayman made the save with his left shoulder. The hit's 23-19 Boston. Do I want to know the Red Sox score? Sure, Jeffrey, yeah. As this is moved up to the left point with Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk feeds into the slot. Wraparound chance. Marshawn denied. Craig Smith feeds it in the front, but it's covered up there. Ranta had his eyes on the puck all the way. And another chance goes to waste for Boston. Well, Eric Hall's original shot actually was blocked by Brendan Smith. That was an incredible block by Smith, but then it did lead to a couple of more chances after the fact. Brendan Smith appears to be a bit shaken up for the Hurricanes after that block shot. Oh, is that right, Mike? Oh, Red Sox are up 6-0. All right, Jeffrey. Thanks for the update, man. That's a welcome change because they have been terrible lately. Here's Marshawn. Dumps it back to Riley. Riley at the edge of the circle. He moves into the high slot and now shifts across the line. He dumps it in. Jordan Stahl at the puck along the end boards. Stahl stretch pass beyond the stick of Trocheck, and it will be icing as Niederreiter couldn't quite win the foot race, and him and Riley exchanged some words after the whistle. So the faceoff will come back in the Carolina end. 17:34 left in the middle period. Oh, wow. Devers had a grand slam. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. This faceoff to the left of Antti Ranta. And Carolina wins the draw. Dumped in by Brett Pesce. All right, Mike. There you go. Shot from distance on the right wing. Turned away by Ranta. Oh, and was that a high stick? Yes, it was. A penalty on the way. And for the second time tonight, Matt Grzelcyk will head to the penalty box. As the referee checks for blood, there is no blood for Kotkaniemi, so instead of a 4-minute penalty, it will just be 2 minutes. But nonetheless, another power play opportunity for Carolina in a game where they've already scored on the man advantage. Yeah, Kotkaniemi just trying to chase the puck along the right wing boards, and Grzelcyk caught him with the high stick, no doubt about that. And so the Bruins will have to kill off another penalty, and that's a good start. They win the faceoff and clear right away. The Canes power play, 2 for 22 in the series. However, they are 1 for 2 tonight with 4 shots generated. That's handled by Swayman. He can't clear. D'Angelo across the line. Fed into the slot. There's a chance and a sprawling save. Swayman with a great stop between the pipes. And he's able to cover it up. The Hurricanes yet again threatening on the power play. And from point blank range, Aho unable to finish for Carolina. Trying to sneak it into that bottom left corner, but Swayman reacted in time. No, I do not know that commercial, as we're 30 seconds into the power play. Boston clears. D'Angelo back to the puck. D'Angelo through center. Puck is loose, picked up by Boston. That's chipped ahead on the backhand. Carolina re-enters. It's Aho. Aho ravels it around the boards. Boston clears again. Carolina passed halfway through their power play. This is Natchez. Oh, what a move. Natchez closing in. And a last-second effort by McAvoy breaks up the chance. Charlie McAvoy to the rescue there as Trocheck enters the zone and offside is called against the Hurricanes. A look at the upcoming NHL playoff schedule. Game 5s on deck tonight. Blues and the Wild at 9:30 Eastern Time. Kings Oilers at 10. And then tomorrow, more Game 5s. Penguins Rangers at 7. At 7:30, it's the Panthers taking on the Capitals. And of course, Pittsburgh will have an opportunity to end their series tomorrow night against the Rangers. All those other series mentioned are 2-2. In fact, 6 out of the 8 first-round series tied at 2 after 4 games. Here's Svechnikov. Svechnikov Over to Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi through the neutral zone. Gets the return pass and finds Natchez in the corner. Back to Kotkaniemi on the far side. Niederreiter dumps it behind the net. Natchez holds. Passed up to the blue line. One-timer whiffed on by Svechnikov. 5 seconds left on the power play. Here's a pass back up top. Nobody there. And chasing back to that puck is Slavin. The power play is over. Matt Grzelcyk out of the box. And the Bruins penalty kill delivers. 5 minutes gone here in the second period of play. This puck fought for. Carolina has the puck. And here's a shot by Jarvis. That's blocked. Well, Mike, I only started making content on this particular channel in 2020. So, yeah, it's only been 2 years. But, or no, 2020 or 2021? 2021, actually. Yeah, February of 2021 is when I started, because I used to do these streams on a different website called Sportscaster, which is non-existent anymore, as Pasternak's shot was blocked. Carolina clears it out to center ice. Hey, that's fine, Adam. Not everyone is for that kind of stuff, so I respect that. Over 6 minutes gone in period 2. Behind the Boston net, Swayman moves it up the wall. Here's Charlie Coyle. Coyle held back a bit. And the Bruins can't get out of the zone. Wraparound shot. That goes wide. Backhand chance, and Swayman shuts the door. Vincent Trocheck trying to sneak one home, but unable to do so. 13:29 remaining in the second period. It's Carolina by a couple of goals here in Game 5 of this epic first-round series between the Bruins and the Canes. All right, Mike, very good. Good stuff, man. I might have to check that out. We've reached the first commercial break of the period. I'm back in 90 seconds. And welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. 13:29 remaining in the middle period. And it's Carolina up by 2 against Boston. Series tied at 2 games apiece. And as the faceoff to the left of Swayman is won by Carolina, here's a slap shot blocked there by Bergeron. By Foligno, I beg your pardon. Foligno gets a stick on it. Can't clear it. It's kept alive by Domi. Domi over to Niederreiter. And Kotkaniemi with the shot. Swayman smothers it. Yeah, I gotta check out your channel, Mike. I don't know. What language is that in where you put into the chat. I don't know how I can type that into my searcher, my browser, I should say. As Bergeron's tossed out of the draw, he'll be replaced by Marshawn. It's won by Carolina. Here's a shot. Swayman got a piece. It came from the left circle, and now Carolina along the right wing boards. Niederreiter a drive. Puck loose in front. Second chance. Swayman turns it aside on the effort by Stahl. And Carolina not done yet. It's Niederreiter up top to the left point. Back to Niederreiter. Marshawn helps out for Boston, and it's a stretch pass connecting with Pastrnak. Pastrnak fires one in. Pad saved by Raanta. Kept in by Bergeron. His effort blocked. Bergeron stays with it in the near corner. Stahl takes it away. Carolina unable to get it out. It's Marshawn weaving through, feeds it in front, and Bergeron trying to jam it home, but Raanta covers up for Carolina. Well, that was the first good chance in a while for Boston, and the crowd appreciative of Antti Ranta's save again. He's made plenty of saves so far today. Oh, it's not even you in that video. I got you. Face off to the right of Raanta, and it's won by the Canes. Here they come on the rush. Necas passed it ahead, and Trocheck fed it across the goal crease. No one there to answer. Grzelcyk, D-to-D pass. He finds Carlo. And now Coyle down the right wing. Coyle all the way along the end boards. Fires in a shot. It ricochets through, and Ranta's still able to keep it out. Now it's the Canes at the other end. Under 12 to go in the second period. Shot from distance saved, but it doesn't matter as Necas was blown offside at the line. A 2-goal lead for the Hurricanes. Just over 8 minutes played here in the second period of action. Both players tossed out, so instead it'll be Hall against Jarvis in the neutral zone face-off. Won by Carolina and wound around the end boards by Tony DeAngelo. Taylor Hall through the neutral zone. Indirect pass. Pastrnak chasing. Getting there first is Slavin. Slavin got tripped up, and that puck played over the boards, but it apparently took a deflection there. We'll see where they put the face-off. No, that's all right, Mike. I thought it was you in the on the videos, so no worries, man. That's Arabic. That's what I thought. I thought it was Arabic. Yeah, but I wasn't 100% sure. No, I wasn't able to check his channel, but I'll try to remember tonight to check it out. Is that stolen by Niederreiter? Down low, it's Jordan Stahl. Back around to the far side. A big hit delivered as McAvoy is dropped to the ice. He's at 12 minutes of ice time, returning from missing Game 4 due to COVID-19. And Pastrnak has his progression broken up at the blue line. It's out of play for a stoppage. 2 assists in 3 games of the series for McAvoy. as mentioned, missed Game 4 due to COVID protocol. And he took quite the hit there moments ago from Jesper Fast on the far side. Face off here in front of the Boston bench. Carolina wins it, and that's sent down. Forbort will get there, and icing is the call. Thanks, everyone, for watching the broadcast tonight. Pivotal Game 5 of this series. Who will come out on top? The winner will put themselves one win away from a series victory. The loser will have to win 2 in a row to go through to the next round. Taylor Hall back to this puck for Boston. Now Eric Haula. Tapped ahead, too far for Pasternak. Now Grzelcyk back in the Boston zone. Down the right wing wall, Pasternak will give chase. It's one back by the Canes. Sent to the near corner. Getting there first is Svechnikov. Svechnikov leaves it, and now Seth Jarvis. Jarvis up the wall to the right point. He gets the return pass. And it's intercepted by Eric Haula. Taylor Hall now in on goal, and that's gloved by Antti Ranta, who's stared down by Wagner after the fact. 9:56 to go in the second period. We're just past the halfway mark of regulation here in Game 5. Carolina still on top, 2-0. I'll be back after the break. Welcome back in, everybody. Fun fact, Carolina has won 10 straight playoff games on home ice, dating back to the last few seasons now, trying to keep that streak going. The Bruins with other ideas, and yeah, Adam, I'm with you. It's been frustrating so far, no doubt about it. Mike, the Bruins didn't lose. Come on, man. We're only halfway through the game. There's still a long ways to go. We're far from being over in this one. Boston wins the faceoff. Here's Mike Riley. Drives one in. That's wide of the net. Puck still loose. Marshawn tries to get there. Chases in the far corner. Carolina will clear it, and this should be icing, and it is icing indeed. Faceoff coming back in the Carolina end. $9:41 left now in the second period. It's Bergeron against Stahl. Bergeron wins this one. Riley at the right point. Closes in on goal. Shoots. Save made by Ronta. Ronta might have had a screen set on him, still able to make the stop. And here comes Carolina the other way. Onside is Jordan Staal. Staal the wraparound pass. Save made. Swayman denies Carolina of a third goal. And now at the other end, the stretch pass just beyond the reach of Brad Marshawn. Staal enters down the right wing. Staal gets it back indirectly from Foss. Niederreiter to Staal again. That pass off the mark, but Carolina keeps with it. Puck out to the neutral zone where Marshawn claims it. Pastrnak can't get around the last defenseman. And it's Trocheck the other way. Moved up high to Natchez. Natchez weaving through. Shot is blocked in the slot. And here comes Craig Smith for Boston. Smith tries to skate around a Carolina player. Slavin gets to the puck. Grzelcyk with a drive. That's deflected. Ronta keeps it out of the net. 8:20 remaining now in the second quarter. It's D'Angelo called offside as he entered the offensive zone down the right wing. Look at the offensive zone time, nearly 9 minutes for Carolina, just 4.5 for Boston on the other hand. Face-off here will take place in the neutral zone. On this near side, Carolina wins it. Dumped in where Swayman controls. Moves it along the wall, but it's won back by the Canes. Centering pass, blocked off. Puck loose at the goal line. It finds a teammate, and the shot goes wide on the effort by Cole. Meanwhile, a penalty has been called. 2 players hit the deck, 1 for each team, and it was Grzelcyk and Kotkaniemi tied up near the goal. Grzelcyk is a little shaken up as he gets back to his skates. And the penalty is going against Carolina. So this could be the chance for Boston to finally get on the scoreboard. Yeah, Kotkaniemi with a high sticking. Actually, that's where Grzelcyk got injured. He took a high stick to the face, and then Kotkaniemi fell on top of Grzelcyk. Just adding insult to injury there. So 7:57 left in the second period. And can Boston take advantage of the power play? 21.2% in the regular season, which ranks 15th in the league. Carolina's penalty kill typically effective. About 71%, however, this series. Despite being 88% in the regular season. Here's DeBrusk. He's twisted up. Bergeron in the far corner. He'll reverse it to the point. Now sent across, the one-timer saved. Pastrnak denied as Ronta shifted across his crease to make the stop, and he holds on 28 seconds into the power play. I don't know if I'll be doing that, Mike. That was a really good look for Pastrnak. Face-off coming to the right of Ronta here. It's Bergeron against Trocheck in the draw. It's a bouncing puck in the slot. Marshawn shielded away from the puck. Carolina clears. McAvoy back to it. Marshawn finds Pastrnak. Now the Bruins center. It's DeBrusk down the left wing. Bergeron to McAvoy, over to the right wing. Back to the left side. Pastrnak goes up high. Marshawn down low. McAvoy back up top to Marshawn. Marshawn, edge of the right circle. He and McAvoy switch places. It's Marshawn again. Down low he goes. Shot saved from a tight angle. Pastrnak keeps it alive. McAvoy to Marshawn. 40 seconds left on the power play. He goes down to the end boards with DeBrusk. Pastrnak. Cross-ice feed. Marshawn. Off the mark a little to McAvoy, but he saves it. Pastrnak closing in. He drives one in, and that's wide of the net. Boston running out of time here on the power play, and that's knocked out of the zone. Boston will have to reset, and a penalty will be called against Charlie McAvoy. Well, things reversed on Boston rather quickly there. It went from a power play opportunity that they were unable to capitalize on to penalty against Boston. McAvoy to the box will have 14 seconds of 4-on-4 before Carolina will go to the power play. That's true, Mike. Yeah, Vaughn would like that. So McAvoy called for interference. .6:10 to go in the second period now. Face off this time, coming in the Boston zone to the right of Swayman. Bruins win the puck. Forward to Carlo. Chasing onto this is Haula. Haula around the Carolina net, waiting for support. Haula shielding it, drops it back. Now it's forward down to the goal line. Backhand effort turned away by Ranta. 5:50 left in the second period. The Hurricanes will start it up from their own zone. Kotkaniemi out of the box. Carolina now on the power play. They enter the Boston zone. Drop back to the blue line, over to Marty Necas. Necas, edge of the right circle, drives one in, blocked by a Boston defenseman. And Lazar was lifted into the rim of the Boston bench, nearly fell into the Bruins bench. Kotkaniemi has that puck broken up, but now Svechnikov with it. D'Angelo over to the left wing. Drop back to D'Angelo, one-time shot. Svechnikov had his effort blocked. Boston tried to clear, but it's kept in at the point by D'Angelo. And finally, Boston will send it out under 5 minutes to go here in the second period. 35 seconds left on the man advantage. It's Brandon Carlo battling for possession. The puck finally comes loose in the near corner. It's D'Angelo at the point, sends it across the line. Aho on the left side. 10 seconds left on the power play. It's Trocheck. Drops it off. D'Angelo passes to the left circle. Fend into the slot. Aho's drive saved. Swayman does a split, and Carolina puts in the rebound. Seth Jarvis, the young sensation, makes it 3-0 in Carolina's favor. And the Hurricanes extend the lead again. 4:08 left in the period. And Carolina has some comfort in their lead now. Swayman allowing the rebound, and that's actually very unfortunate for Boston, as Carlo actually tried to clear the puck, and I think it went off of DeBrusk in. Let's see the replay here. Yep, that's what happened. I mean, Jarvis will get credit for it because he was the last player to touch the puck for Carolina. Of course, there's no own goals in hockey, So Jarvis will likely get credit, but really didn't have all that much to do with the play. It was just a lot of bad luck there for Boston. Carlo tried to clear the puck and went off the skate of DeBrusk and into the back of Boston's net. That was terrible misfortune there for Boston. Meanwhile, here's another chance. I believe that hit the post. Carolina nearly getting a fourth. Yeah, it's not looking good, folks. It's not looking good. But the game is not over yet. We're still in the second period, 3.5 to go. It is a 3-goal advantage for the Hurricanes, though. Holding it behind the Boston net is Grzelcyk. Carolina takes over in the neutral zone. This is Trocheck down the right wing. Smith takes over for the Boston Bruins. Craig Smith to Charlie Coyle. The return to Coyle will go back to DeBrusk. DeBrusk sends it in deep along the end boards. Craig Smith in a battle for it. Smith up top, one-time drive, saved by Aranta. What a game he is having in net for Carolina. He makes yet another stop and preserves the shutout. 2:43 left in the second period. Another goal for Carolina, and this time Boston really shooting themselves in the foot. An attempted clearance by Carlo off the skate of DeBrusk and in. Carolina will take it nonetheless. It's a 3-goal lead for the home team, back where the final minutes of period 2 will take place in a moment. And welcome back into the broadcast to look at the upcoming Stanley Cup Playoffs schedule. Later tonight, 9:30 Eastern Time, St. Louis takes on Minnesota. At 10, it's LA against Edmonton. Then tomorrow at 7, the night gets started with Pittsburgh against New York. And then 7:30, it's Florida against Washington. Looking at the Western Conference bracket, Colorado, the first team through to the second round. They swept Nashville. All of the other series still in the balance. What do you mean guest taking a GTA of him from Google Images fooled me? What are you talking about, Adam? But yeah, I support, yeah, as Adam says, everything Boston and Syracuse, since I will be going to Syracuse in the fall. That'll be the college I'll be attending. But yeah, I'm a big Boston sports fan all around because that's where I'm from. So yeah, Revolution, Celtics, Bruins, and then of course the Red Sox and the Patriots. So there you have it. Yeah, that too. Yep. And there's Carolina at the other end, covered up by Mike Swayman. Jeremy Swayman with 1:55 left in the period. Yeah, it's just been a disappointing performance all around from Boston so far tonight. Of course, there still is time to turn it around, but not much as we're quickly approaching the third period of play. Face-off here will be to the right of Swayman. Carolina outscoring the Bruins 13-3 at home in this series. Goes to show you the importance of home ice advantage. Of course, if this series was to go to 7 games, Carolina would have game 7 at home. Of course, being the lower seed, you have to win at least one game on the road. That's how it always goes. Connor Clifton takes the puck off the Bruins face-off win. Foligno trying to find Chris Wagner, but it's broken up at center ice by Carolina. Shots 26-18 Hurricanes. Around his own net, it's brought ahead by Brendan Smith. Now chipped in deep by the Canes, where Clifton gets to the puck. Lost, though, however. Carolina with a chance. That wrister wide by D'Angelo. Up to the right point. Cole goes across ice. And Swayman with the blocker save. It's now Foligno the other way. He'll chip it into the near corner, where Carolina wins it back. Delayed offside against Boston. We're inside the final minute of period 2. Behind the Carolina net, it's held by D'Angelo. Niederreiter giving chase. McAvoy there first. Boston, can they get one more chance before the period comes to a close? Coyle accelerating down the right wing, and another stop as Ronta holds on for the whistle. 36 seconds left in the period. In this series, games 1 through 4, Marshawn with 9 points, Bergeron with 6, Pastrnak with 4, but tonight, no points between those three. The perfection line, as they're called. 7 shots combined, but not a single point. And that's, of course, because the Bruins are still without a goal here as we head towards the finish line of period number 2 here in Game 5. Do I think that he can get the job done against Philadelphia? Yeah, I think they will. Yeah, I've been checking in on that game as well. They're up 56-44. Yeah, I think they will tonight, yeah. Carolina wins the faceoff in their own end. 25 seconds left in the period. Grzelcyk breaks it up. Feeds it ahead. Carolina back in possession. And offside called against Carolina. 15.9 to go. I mean, yeah, I know my team is getting crushed. I mean, yeah, I guess 3-0. I mean, 3-0's not quite a crush. If it got to 4-0, then yeah. I mean, it's not an insurmountable deficit, but yeah, it's definitely been a rough night so far for the Bruins. Boston sends it in deep. Carolina tries to clear the zone. Grzelcyk keeps it alive. Hall in the corner, but the Bruins will run out of time. The horn sounds on period 2. 40 minutes in the books from Raleigh. And the Carolina Hurricanes are in complete control over the Boston Bruins. A 3-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. And Carolina is 20 minutes away from reclaiming the series lead and taking a pivotal Game 5. The Bruins, meanwhile, will need a big turnaround in the third period if they want to win Game 5 in comeback fashion. Coming up on the second intermission report, I'll discuss the Hurricanes extending their lead in period 2 and also provide another update from the Lightning Maple Leafs game. That's coming up next on the Intermission Report. Make sure you stick around. Welcome back in, everybody. And guys, I have at last found out that Mike Terreno is fake. Adam, come on, man. You've been tricking me all this time. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't do this before, but I looked up Mike Terreno on Google, and what do you know? Yes, he is a GTA character. So that is that. Case closed. I now know officially that it's been a prank this whole time. And hey, you got me. I've been playing around with it. Now I feel like an idiot, but whatever at the end of the day. All right, an update in the Lightning Maple Leafs game. It is currently in the second period of that game, and it is the Lightning leading in this one. Of course, that series also tied at 2 games apiece, and it's currently 2-1 in Tampa Bay's favor. So a close game in that one. We'll keep you posted. Meanwhile, in this game between Boston and Carolina, Carolina obviously adding on to the lead. Seth Jarvis credited for the goal. It'll go down as a second in these playoffs, but obviously it was pretty much an own goal for Boston. They did themselves in with a bit of misfortune. Carlo trying to clear the puck off the skate of DeBruskin, and I guess that's just a symbol of how this night has gone for the Bruins. They just really haven't been up to the task. And yeah, that's why they find themselves in a 3-0 hole. Here are the thoughts of Tony DeAngelo after the second period.
Would you like to continue to see it keep it going?
Not that I like to talk about, but yeah, I think we made a couple. I mean, we don't get to go there. What is it, 2 seconds after the power play ends? But another real good one there. And even if you don't score, you got to build momentum, right? And I think we've done a good job of that for our team so far tonight because the shifts following the power play have been real good. The guys are juiced up, and we think we're close. It's good to get one.
You were a very big topic after the last game, mixing it up with a lot of their players. After some time of reflection, were you comfortable with the way that game went?
I'm very comfortable with it. I mean, the Boston media can talk whatever they want. I could care less. So we're looking to take care of business tonight and then move on to Game 6.
Are you someone that needs to get involved with the other team to get your game going?
No, I like to get involved. I don't need to do anything. I think I'm just trying to play my game. I think I'm doing a good job right now. If they want to get involved, I'm happy to do so.
Well, thanks, Tony.
All right, nice and simple from Tony DeAngelo, and he's definitely the one with a smile on his face so far through 2 periods of play. When it comes to most points by defensemen through the first 5 games of a playoff year in Whalers and Hurricanes NHL franchise history, DeAngelo, second on that list, has a goal and an assist tonight. Mike, case is closed. I know you're fake, okay? I know you're fake. Hey, you did a good job. You did a good job, Adam. I'll give you that, man. I feel so stupid for falling for that, but I guess that's what I get for not really knowing what GTA is in the first place. I've heard of it, but I'm sure one of my friends would have known that that's a character from the game. I don't know why I didn't do a Google search just to check that out, but yeah, what do you know? I Google searched it, and there it was. That same picture and a description of who Mike Torreno is. I guess the rest of the audience didn't know either, or else they would have let me in on that. So all right, Adam, you don't have to keep using the Mike account. Come on, man. Come on. I mean, at this point it's over. It's over. You don't pretend anymore, man, or else I really will have enough and put an end to this nonsense. I still like you, but man, I'm really annoyed about that, but hey, it is what it is. Coming up after the break, I'll look ahead to the third period between Boston and Carolina. It's the Hurricanes up by 3 goals. Back in a moment. I'll be right back. This is the second intermission report. Carolina now 20 minutes away from punching a spot. Not punching a spot, but becoming 1 game away from punching a spot into the second round and taking a 3-2 series lead. Back in a moment. And welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. What's good, Jeffrey? Yes, go Bruins indeed. They need all the support they can get. A reminder that we're about a half hour away from dropping the puck between St. Louis and Minnesota. Game 5 of that series is just around the corner. Um, yeah, I know now you're not Mike. You knew Mike was a GTA character and decided to play around a little, yeah. Hey, you played around for a while, and it's all right. It's all right. It's all good. I hope you're right about that, Adam, that the Bruins come back in the third. That's the belief I need. Earlier tonight, the 2022 NHL Draft Lottery took place. The Montreal Canadiens will have the first pick in the NHL Draft. Then it'll be New Jersey, Arizona, Seattle, Philadelphia, Columbus, Ottawa, Detroit, Buffalo, Anaheim, San Jose, Columbus, the New York Islanders, Winnipeg, Vancouver, and that's the non-playoff teams, the order, if you remember all of that, of how the draft will go down. But the main thing is the Canadiens getting the number 1 pick in the 2022 NHL draft. I'm going to step aside for a quick moment. After the break, it's time for the third period. It's back out to Raleigh in a couple minutes. Welcome back. We're ready to start the third period in Raleigh, North Carolina. The final 20 minutes of regulation are upon us. The Bruins seeking a big third period comebacks, yet to score in this game after 40 minutes of play. And we'll see what the third period has in store between these two teams who have put on an epic series thus far. Yeah, Bruins certainly have to make changes here. Excuse me, in the third period. Um, yeah, I'm not too confident about the Patriots, but I'll worry about the Patriots once the fall comes around and football season is here. Look at the game summary. Shots 27-19 Carolina. The Canes 1 for 4 on the power play. Boston 0 for 1. Boston does have 19 block shots compared to 12 for Carolina. So we're ready to go for the third. Both teams back on the ice. Carolina trying to close this one out. The Bruins, on the other hand, looking for what would be an incredible comeback here in these final 20 minutes. It's Bergeron against Stahl. The puck is dropped, and we're back underway. Stahl wins the faceoff, and we're underway in the third. Carolina immediately sends it in deep. Riley gets to the puck first for Boston. This is Jake DeBrusk, who connects with Bergeron. Shot from the left wing to flex up and out of play for a stoppage in the action. What a frustrating night it's been so far for Boston, just not connecting on passes at times. And, give credit to Carolina. They've forced a number of turnovers. A couple of nice steals that have led to chances for the Hurricanes. As that's a quick shot on goal, and Aranta able to cover up as Shea got knocked down in the goal crease for Carolina. Aranta 62 saves, just one goal allowed at home in this series. He has been very impressive at home for the Canes. Of course, a different story on the road, but with a win tonight, Carolina would take the series lead again. And it looks like the Bruins will go to the power play here. So right off the face-off, a penalty called on the Hurricanes. Going to the box, Jesper Fast. And let's see what the penalty was here. No, it was Niederreiter, not Fast. Excuse me. So Nino Niederreiter going to the box for Carolina. And it looks like it's a slashing call. So Boston to the power play. They're 5 for 22 in the series, 0 for 1 tonight. Generated 2 shots on their first power play of the night. This is brought ahead by Marshawn. Marshawn holds at the edge of the circle, up top to Pastrnak. Back it goes to Marshawn. Pastrnak again in the high slot. Feeds it to the left circle. Back across. Marshawn's drive. Saved there by Ranta. Bruins unable to keep it alive as it's cleared out by Carolina. Pastrnak has it broken up. It's stolen by Aho. Aho closing in. The wrister saved. And Swayman unable to cover up. It's Pastrnak skating through the neutral zone for Boston. Puck just wide of the net. Ranta tried to get a stick to it, did not. Carolina looking to clear, and they will. Down it goes. Already half of the time has vanished for Boston on this power play. Started back up by Taylor Hall. Hall to Coyle, and now Pastrnak. He taps it ahead. And that's going to be a high stick, perhaps. And yes, it will be. Nate just went down. He was the victim of the high stick. And this has been the story for the Bruins tonight. Any power play chances they get, it seems like they commit a penalty moments later. The penalty will go against Taylor Hall for high sticking. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 36 seconds. And then it'll be Carolina with another power play of their own. And yeah, certainly a high stick there on Natchez. There was no denying that. And another power play for the Bruins wasted. In a short while, they'll have to go on yet another penalty kill. It's been a frustrating night for Boston. 18 minutes left in regulation. Bruins win the faceoff in their own zone. This is Mike Riley with the puck. Riley to Clifton. He gets knocked down right back to his skates. DeBrusk sends it all the way back for Jeremy Swayman. This is Pesce. The 4-on-4 expires. Out of the box comes Nino Niederreiter, and Carolina to the power play for the next 80 seconds. It's brought ahead by Carolina, dumped in, left point, it's Aho. Aho gets the return pass. Taps it over to Teravainen and trying to jam it in there. Short side was Seth Jarvis, but making sure to cover up was Jeremy Swayman. Still 1:07 left on the Carolina man advantage. The shot's now 30-21 in Carolina's favor. I'm done with the Mike Torreno account. All right, Adam. I don't want to block it. I don't want to block that account, but I'm only going to respond to the chat from the real Adam, okay? Face-off is won by the Canes. Moved up to the left point with D'Angelo. D'Angelo sets up Jarvis, and his shot saved. Deflected out of play. Still 56 seconds remaining on the power play. Looked like Swayman saved that last shot with his right shoulder, perhaps. Maybe even part of his mask getting a piece of the puck. Face off here to the right of Swayman. It's won by Carolina, but a false start that time. They'll redrop the puck between Aho and Coyle. This time it's won by Coyle. Forbort will wind it in deep to the Carolina zone. Boston trying to kill off the penalty. Here come the Hurricanes, brought ahead by Brady Shea. Now helping out is Teravainen. Puck jammed in the near corner. Carlo looking to dig it out. Aho behind the Boston net. Sebastian Aho up to the high slot. There's a drive, redirected, and they score. Another power play goal. A backhand finish by Seth Jarvis. And Carolina leads it 4-0. It's turning into a real abysmal night for the Boston Bruins. Yep, a deflection in the slots. Swayman couldn't really locate the puck. He didn't quite know where it was. In fact, Swayman might have thought he had it covered, but the puck seeped through. Jarvis was there to pounce. And another goal for the Hurricanes. 4-0, and the crowd at PNC Arena is having a grand old time. Boston applying the pressure here. It's Chris Wagner with the steal. He finds Lazar. Nick Foligno trying to win the puck. It's a wraparound effort by Wagner, and it's gloved there by Antti Ranta, 16:08 to go in the final period. All right, Adam, come on, man. It's not funny anymore. Come on. Seth Jarvis with his third goal of the series, his second of the night, even though his first one, he didn't have all that much of a say, but given credit nonetheless, I should say. Here's the Bruins with a chance, and that puck went across the slot. Coyle couldn't get a stick on it. McAvoy sends it in to the Carolina zone. Swung around the half boards by Antti Ranta. Now gaining the line and firing a shot on goal was Natchez. Swayman makes the stop. 15 and a half remaining. Swayman passes it ahead again. Riley chips it ahead. Smith can't get to the puck. There's Nosek. He couldn't find Clifton. A drive from Shea, and that's saved by Jeremy Swayman. Connor Clifton tripped up for Boston. The puck ended up in front of the net, and Swayman quickly covers. As there's some extracurricular activity after the whistle, Niederreiter has to be separated by the official. 15 minutes to go, and simply no energy here from the Bruins. At least that's what it feels like all game long. The crowd certainly having a good time. A 4-0 lead. Carolina in complete control at the moment. Play blown dead after the face-off. Looks like they'll drop it again. Carolina now outscoring Boston 14-3 at home this series. It's been complete domination by the Hurricanes on home ice. Of course, a different story in Boston. And that's what will make Game 6 very intriguing Thursday night when the series returns to Boston. Here's the lead pass. Hollow won't get there, and it's icing against the Bruins. $14:51 left in the third period. Face off to the right of Swayman. Boston wins it. That puck doesn't escape the zone, however. And Jarvis trying to send it across. The saucer pass intercepted by Holla in the middle. Second chance for Carolina. Swayman got a piece. Clifton reverses behind the net for Forbort. Carolina back with the puck again. Forbort moves it ahead. Now sent in deep by Holla. Brandon Carlo winds one in. Slavin in possession. Slavin goes D to D. The return pass from D'Angelo. Slavin will wind one around. 14 minutes remaining. It's one back by Boston. It's Marshawn. Carolina back into the Boston end. Tripped up there was DeBrusk. On the right wing, it's sent in by Fost. Bruins take it out through center. Marshawn to Carlo. Carlo tags it in. Bruins will make a change. Yeah, I guess that is the consolation prize. Red Sox up 6-3. There you go. Here's Carolina. All right, Mike. Had to do that. There's a battle for possession. Boston will win it. And here they come. Carolina back with it once more. 13 minutes left in regulation. 4-0. Hurricanes on top. A dominant Game 5 performance thus far from the Canes. This is teed up in the high slot in the one-time slap shot. Saved by Swayman. That leads us to our first commercial break of the period. It's all the Hurricanes here in Game 5. I'll be back with more from Raleigh after the break. A 4-goal lead for the Canes. Welcome back in, everybody. Reminder that coming up shortly, it's St. Louis against Minnesota. That series tied at 2 games apiece. Marc-Andre Fleury, the goaltender for the Wild, 92 career playoff appearances, which is quite something. That's at 9:30 Eastern Time. Another Game 5 later on as well at 10 p.m. It's the LA Kings facing the Edmonton Oilers. So 2 great games on the schedule later tonight as the Bruins ice the puck. $12:39 to play. Dating back to 1981, the Boston Bruins actually defeated the Hartford Whalers in the playoffs 6-1. And the Bruins scored all 6 of their goals in the third period. Just the second time in NHL history today, meanwhile, that all 4 Game 5s are tied 2-2 on the same day. And that day, April 11th, 1981, was the last time that's ever happened, ironically enough. Of course, the Hartford Whalers would eventually move to Carolina to become the Hurricanes. This is back with D'Angelo. D'Angelo ahead to Slavin. 12 minutes left in regulation. That's in deep where Grzelcyk gets to the puck. Grzelcyk finds Hall, and now it's back with Carolina's defense. Behind the Boston net, it's moved to Pasternak. And a broken stick there as the shot was blocked. It was Mike Riley with the drive. 11:31 remaining. Or maybe not a broken stick, but certainly a lost stick there. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Obviously, not the most exciting broadcast from a selfish standpoint, with the Bruins struggling in this one. What's good, Eddie, by the way? Welcome back, or rather, welcome into the broadcast. I'm just, sorry, my comments were went away for a moment there. You were expecting 4-3 Carolina, not 4-0. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Hope you're doing well, by the way, Eddie. Appreciate you tuning in. You're not a fan of these refs? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let me put it this way. Officiating hasn't been a factor in this game anyways. Yeah, other games in the series it has been. In this game, with a 4-0 scoreline, can't blame the officials. Carolina back in possession. That's sent in where Riley retrieves the puck. Hugo was here earlier, Adam. I don't know where he went. Now it's Mike Riley. He'll play it around for his teammate Connor Clifton. Bergeron a shot from distance, and that's saved by Raanta. He's perfect so far tonight. 11:02 to play. Face-off to resume action will take place to the left of Raanta. Excuse me. It's won by the Hurricanes. This puck flipped out to center ice. Riley gets to it. The shots here in the third period, 10-9 Carolina. They'll send it in deep. Boston retrieves. Charlie McAvoy up ice. McAvoy threads it through to Lazar. Lazar to McAvoy. Over to Riley. His shot saved. Rebound loose. And Raanta somehow covers as Wagner went crashing into the goalpost. And the net gets dislodged momentarily. Yeah, actually, Raanta snagged that puck out of the air. Nice glove save from the Carolina netminder. He's been sharp all night long. Pyotr Kochetkov, the rookie backup for the Hurricanes. He, of course, came in Game 2 to replace Raanta when he suffered an injury, and Kochetkov started and played the entirety of Game 3 as well. Raanta, 69 saves, just one goal allowed at home in this series. Face off here to the right of Raanta. Just over 10.5 minutes remaining in what seems like a Carolina win, unless the Bruins can spring a real surprise. D'Angelo wins off the face-off win, tries to clear the zone. It looks like a hand pass is called against Carolina, so we'll drop the puck again. But yeah, you can't understate the performance from Antti Raanta. He has been stellar tonight for Carolina. And honestly, I wasn't sure if Carolina would get that type of performance from him because he struggled in the last game. It has to be said. But he's looked very solid. No doubt about it tonight. Puck behind the Boston net. Aho chips it ahead for Svechnikov. Svechnikov again with the puck. Keeps it in the zone, but Hall is there for Boston. Hall out to center. Now it's Clifton down the right wing. Clifton closing in and he scores! Connor Clifton finally puts Boston on the board. And what do you know? It's a defenseman who scores for the Bruins. It's now a 4-1 game with 9:51 remaining. Just a nice take by Clifton, who glided in through the right circle. Made a nice run down the right wing, and Haula able to set him up for the finish. And Boston finally on the board. It took over 50 minutes. The 4th career playoff goal for Connor Clifton with just under 10 minutes remaining in regulation. Let's see if the Bruins can build off of that as that pass from Foligno across the slot. Nobody there. Lazar backhands it to the far corner. This is taken in deep by Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk finding Foligno. Backhand effort. That's saved. Glove stop by Raanta, and that'll take us to a commercial break. 9:27 left in the third. The Bruins finally score, but it's Carolina still leading by a comfortable 3-goal margin. Back after the break. Stick around. And welcome back. 4-1, Carolina in front. Going back to May 10th of 1970. It was Bobby Orr's legendary goal against the St. Louis Blues as the Bruins won that game 4-3 in overtime to win the Stanley Cup. Great memories there on this date in 1970. That's 52 years ago, according to my math. 9:27 left in regulation here. Face off to the right of Raanta. It's won by the Bruins. Back out to the neutral zone. Marshawn couldn't connect on the pass. Niederreiter sends it in deep. Chasing is Jesper Fast. Battle for the puck along the end boards. A misfire there from Shea on the shot. Here comes Boston. DeBrusk closing in, but a great stick lift there as Bergeron's shot hit the side of the cage. Now it's Marshawn. Marshawn tripped up. No call. Bergeron blasts one in, and a right pad save by Raanta. Now tap to the far corner where McAvoy gets there first. 8:40 remaining. The Bruins want even a glimpse of a chance. They got to score in the next minute or so. You have to think. This puck wound in from a distance. Curtis Lazar taps it behind the Carolina net with Wagner. Wagner feeds it into the slot. First one there is D'Angelo. And a whistle here as Tony D'Angelo will be penalized on the play. It's a holding call against Tony D'Angelo. And so he goes to the box for Carolina. And does this power play opportunity give the Bruins an opportunity for a second goal? We shall see. So a holding call on D'Angelo, and the Bruins a man up for the next 2 minutes. 8:24 remaining here in the third period. Face off to the left of Raanta. Can the Bruins start off the power play strong by winning the draw? Yes, Bergeron wins it, but it's scooped up and brought the other way. As Swayman came out of his goal, and that was a risky decision as Trocheck was countering for Carolina, and The wraparound attempt wide of the net as Swayman was way out of his goal crease. Shorthanded chance there for the Canes. Now the Bruins reset. Pasternak with a self-pass off the wall. And that won't find a teammate. McAvoy has to retrieve in the Bruins zone. McAvoy gains the line, sends it into the slot. Marshawn closing in. Blocker saved by Ranta. Carolina looking to clear again, and they do. The Bruins power play on the road 1 for 10, at home 4 for 14. This is brought ahead by Grizzly. Grizzly drops it back. Marshawn wasn't expecting it. Halfway through the Boston power play now with 7:20 remaining in the game. Passed over to the right wing with Craig Smith. Coyle now closing in. Coyle cross ice. Drop back to Grizzly. Grizzly shoots. That's blocked. Grizzly now weaving his way along the boards on the right wing. Down to the corner, it's Taylor Hall. Back to Grizzly it comes. On the left wing, here's a shot. That goes wide. Might have taken a deflection. It's back out to neutral ice. 26 seconds left on the man advantage. Taylor Hall up to the point. Pasternak across the line. Bruins running out of time. High slot, it's Pasternak. Feeds it down to the left corner. Grizzly shoots. Save made. Ranta able to make the stop. And that puck cleared on the backhand by Jacob Slavin. Back to full strength is Carolina with 6:15 remaining. Curtis Lazar enters the zone. Here's a shot from distance. And another glove save by Antti Ranta. He's been on fire tonight. And now just 6:13 to play in the game. Well, it wasn't for a lack of chances there on the power play for the Bruins. Of course, that power play started with a shorthanded chance for Vinny Trocheck, which he put over the bar. That puck kept in by Carlo. Now Lazar to Wagner. Wagner in the right circle. Spin around shot wide of the net. Back out to center ice. Here comes Carolina. Chipped in by Kotkaniemi. This is all the way behind the Carolina goal. There's a shot. Save made. Puck loose in front. But the Hurricanes pounce on it and clear it out. What's up, Scoo? Welcome in. Welcome into the broadcast. Do I think one team will score one more time? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Carolina might score on the empty net in the end if the Bruins pull their goalie. There's a blocker saved by Swayman. DeBrusk sends it in deep. He gives chase. That puck cleared by Carolina. We're into the final 5 minutes. Icing is the call with 4:55 to go. Stanley Cup Playoffs continue tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's Game 5 between Pittsburgh and New York. Then at 7:30, Washington takes on Florida. Meanwhile, at 9:30 tomorrow, it's another Game 5 between Dallas and Calgary. Here's Pasternak, wraparound shot. Ranta, another save. 4:52 to play. The Hurricanes leading the Bruins by a 4-1 score. They are inching close to a Game 5 victory in front of their home fans. Back with the final 5 minutes or so after this. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere. It's been a physical series. Looks like the home team will win every game through 5. Game 6, of course, coming up in Boston in 2 nights. I'll be back after this. Welcome back in, everybody. Jeremy Swayman is on the bench for Boston, so with 4:52 remaining, the Bruins pull their goaltender for an extra skater on the ice, trailing by 3. Bruins win the offensive zone face-off. DeBrusk sets up a shot. Pastrnak fires it wide. Now another chance. That's off the mark. Carolina trying to clear, can't get it out. Pastrnak keeps it in. Pastrnak shooting. That's a save by Ranta. McAvoy looking to find Bergeron, but it's stolen away. Empty net to shoot at. Aho put it wide. Maybe a second chance. Nice move by Fost. He couldn't get a shot away. And it's now Taylor Hall the other way for Boston. Hall swings it around. Carolina clears again, and this will be no icing as the puck died down. McAvoy on it for the Bruins. Coyle makes a move. Tapped over by Ranta. Kept in the offensive zone by Pastrnak. Bouncing puck. Grzelcyk's there. He finds Charlie Coyle. Coyle to Pastrnak. Puck loose in the slot. Picked up by the Canes. They move it out. Empty net to shoot at. The backhander's in. And Carolina seals the victory. Vinny Trocheck scores the empty netter. And Carolina takes a 5-1 lead with 3:40 to play. Well, it's going to be a 3-2 series lead for the Hurricanes. What a dominant performance tonight from Carolina. The backhand shot into the empty net. And it's a 4-goal lead for the Canes. Here's Curtis Lazar for the Bruins. Lazar to Clifton. Carolina the other way. It's one back by Boston. Chris Wagner down the right wing. That shot saved by Ranta again. Inside the final 3 minutes. In Boston Bruins history, they're 2-26 when trailing 0-2 in a best-of-7 series. They, of course, trailed 0-2 in this series, came back to make it 2-2, but now they'll trail again 3-2 after this game. Hurricanes try to send the puck out. It goes all the way down, and that will be an icing call with 2:25 to go. Carolina well on their way to a Game 5 victory. It's been a dominant showing, and we'll see what the Bruins can do with their backs to the wall in an elimination game in Game 6 Thursday night back in Boston. Another icing call against Carolina with 2:18 to play. Face off to the left of Ranta. It's won by the Hurricanes. Pastrnak trying to dig it out. David Pastrnak has it in the far corner. Bergeron trying to get it back to Pastrnak, but Carolina will send it out. No icing call this time. 1:50 to go in this one. It's Mike Riley. Foligno has it broken up at the line. That pass deflects out of play, 1:34 to go. It's been a lot of stoppages here in this final period. The Bruins tonight just were not able to match the intensity from Carolina. An off game from them. They'll try to put this behind them and bounce back in Game 6 Thursday. This puck chipped out to center ice. On it is Max Domi. Clifton finding Lazar. That gets away from him, and now it's Brendan Smith on the puck. 1 minute remaining in Carolina. The crowd fired up. They're waving their rally towels. They got their money's worth tonight. That's given away by the Bruins. Natchez. Back to Slavin as the Carolina simply plays keep away for the last 30 seconds. Sent all the way down. No icing on the play. Riley lifts it. It's stopped at center ice. Carolina dumps it right back in. 20 seconds remaining now. The puck in the neutral zone where Mike Riley claims it. And Riley will just skate things out here. He'll hold on. The horn sounds. The final score tonight. Boston 1, Carolina 5. It's the first playoff series all time for the Hurricanes with 3 wins by 3+ goals. And the Hurricanes are now 1 win away from moving on to the second round. It'll be a winner-go-home scenario for the Boston Bruins on Thursday night in front of their home fans at TD Garden. I will be on the call for that game Thursday. I'm also going to try to be on the call for the end of Celtics Bucks tomorrow night. So be on the lookout for those broadcasts, everybody. Coming up next, it's the Wild and the Blues. But that's all for myself tonight. It was all the Hurricanes. Carolina 5, Boston 1, and the Hurricanes with a 3-2 series lead. I'm Samuel Reese saying good night, everybody. So long as Carolina retakes the series lead.